So here's a video that I've been meaning to post, and it is basically a template on my appeals letter to LSAC for my fee waiver. So, like I've mentioned before, when I applied for the fee waiver for my LSAT, I was denied, and they denied me because they said that I was over the income bracket, but unfortunately, what my application for that fee waiver did not reflect were some current things that I had going on, which made the LSAT expenses pretty difficult to afford at the time. So here I have my template. So I addressed my template like a regular letter. Here is where you would put your name, your address, and your LSAC ID. It's very, very important to include your LSAC ID in just about everything. I also put it as a header up here. It's not reflecting that, but if you don't want that, that's fine. You can just leave it here. Next, I addressed it again like a regular letter, the date. Here I put the LSAC administrators, contact info. And then here I began my letter. So you want to give them a brief synopsis here. You don't want to go into major detail because they are going to be reading a lot of evidence. So here I basically just said it was denied. However, there have been changes to my lifestyle since, and I gave maybe 3 examples as to what they were and why I needed the assistance. Then I moved on to my supporting documentation. So as I've said previously, you want to make sure that you include anything and everything you can that can prove your case. Think of this as a letter going to the judge, and you're basically just proving your case. So I'm not sure if there was a change because of COVID, but I know that when I was applying, they wanted my last tax return and my parents' last tax return. So if you are having issues, you would apply your 2020 tax return and your parents' 2020 tax return. If you're not in connection with your parents, or there's no ties to your parents, I think you could avoid that, or you could just give them a call and let them know that you don't really have a relationship with your parent, I guess. I'm really not sure how that works, but I do know that they ask for both. Then you want to go into important details about your expenses and your income. So what I included, the first thing was my income. So I showed roughly 6 months worth of bank statements showing my stable income and what I expect and what I'm left with just about every month. Then I moved on to my parents' income, just because it showed the change that was going on at that time. Then you can include something like this, again showing if there was a loss of employment or if you're on any type of public assistance. Then I went on to show my expenses and my bills. So here I did my phone bill. I showed who I paid that to because there was a situation where my phone was under someone else's name, but I was paying for my own phone. So I showed the money constantly every month going to that person paying for my phone. And they gave me a statement that showed my phone number on the billing statement. So it was able to match up. Then I moved on to my other monthly expenses. You should include things like car insurance, minimum credit card payments, your travel expenses. So at that time I was still traveling into the city a lot. So on top of my car insurance, I was also paying for, regular Metro card. And then here I also had the proof of the payments going to the credit cards, because sometimes it's not enough to just show a credit card statement. Unfortunately, there are people who just don't pay it. So even though you could show them that, that's really not proof. You want to show them this is how much money comes in, this is how much money comes out. And then just to summarize everything to make it easier on the eyes for them, I made a Excel spreadsheet. And all I did basically was I put all my expenses, I did all of my income minus my expenses, and then I gave them a clear number on how much I'm left with every month. And then I just closed it up with, respectfully requesting them to review and hope that they can approve me for the fee waiver. And then at the end, again, I just gave them my contact information so that they could reach out to me if they have any questions or concerns.